So a couple days ago, I got fired by a long-term client, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, why it happened, and how it happened. So stay tuned, and let's get into it. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having an incredible day. If you don't know, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area. So if you have any clients or you are a client, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help you. Don't fire me. Greatly appreciate it. Anyhow, you saw the title, you saw the intro. This video is all about getting fired, which is inevitable if you're a real estate agent long enough, right? So I guess it's in a way, it's a good sign, right? If you have enough clients, eventually you can't please them all, someone's gonna fire you, right? And this is only the second time in my entire life this has happened. So it's new to me. However, we all go through it, no matter how good of a real estate agent you are, no matter how qualified, how skilled, how much work you put into it. Some clients may not see the work, not appreciate the work, or maybe you're just not a good fit and they gotta go separate ways. It's just business, you can't let it get to you. So that's what this video is all about. It happened to me. I wanna share my experience, all the mental things I went through when I got the news that I'm getting fired, etc., and then how I dealt with it. And if you end up enjoying it, please hit the like button for me. Leave a comment below if you've ever been fired. Tell me how it happened to you, how you could have fixed it, etc. Just give me the story down below. I'm gonna read every comment and reply to it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content like this because I will be cranking out more videos the next couple of weeks here, okay? So let's first start with a little bit of a background on the client, and then I will read the text message they sent me, and then we'll get into the details. So this is a client I got from Circle Prospecting like a year and a half ago. I called her mother-in-law, and then when the mother-in-law said, oh, you're a realtor, maybe I could send you my son, and then I reached out to the son, and then they ghosted me for 2 months, and then they finally reached out to me. And then from that point on, this was like 18 months ago, we've been looking at houses. 18 months, long-term client, right? I have shown them over 80 plus houses in these 18 months, and we've only put 3 offers in, and that was in the last 3 weeks, and we lost all of them because it's an incredibly competitive market. So it goes to show you don't know when the client's gonna leave you or things are gonna change, so do everything in your power to get your bid accepted by the seller if you're representing a buyer. So that's the background of the client. They were very picky, so it was hard to find them a house, and the market basically went as they were looking, so their price points didn't really align anymore. They were 3% down, conventional loan, and they were on a strict deadline, okay? So now let me read you the text message. I got this text message driving from one appointment to another appointment, and then I was supposed to write an offer for that showing I just did on my drive, right? So that's the situation I'm in. I am driving, I am very busy, different mindset. And then I get this message. Aram, that's my name. Firstly, I want to say that I know we have not been the easiest clients to work with. They've actually been great clients, very easy to communicate, etc., etc. They've just been incredibly picky. We do appreciate the time you put in with showings and looking for different homes and the relationship we have built with you. We feel like it should not be this difficult to find a home and that we shouldn't be losing out on so many multi-bid offers. Hold that. We just feel like by now we should have been able to secure a home. We cannot extend our lease anymore and are too short on time. We have no plan B and are really stressed out. In talking with friends and family, it's never good when that happens, and doing some research on our own, we are going to go ahead and look into moving forward with another realtor. Again, we want to thank you for your time, right? I got this text mid-drive. First, it made me upset, right? I was like, what? And then it kind of made me a little sad. I'm like, that's $5,000 just flew away out of my pocket, right? And then third was acceptance, and then I got over it. This all happened in a matter of 45 seconds because I realized I am incredibly busy. I have, last I counted, 24 active clients right now, right? And now that's just one less client. Now I have more time to do these videos. I have more time to go find a new client that's not as picky and basically have a little bit more time for myself, right? So it was truly a blessing in disguise. Basically, they fired me because their bids weren't getting accepted by the sellers because it's an incredibly competitive offer. Of the 3 we put in, we got beat out by cash offers on 2 of them, and then the third one, no one ever told me there was multiple offers. I literally could not get the agent on the phone, right? So that's the situation right there. Now, first, let me start by saying what I did wrong, what I could have done better, and then we'll carry on forward, right? Here's what I did wrong. after a while, you kind of can sense when something is not right with the client, when they're a little bit uneasy, right? And a week ago, when we lost our last multiple offer, she texted me like, I feel like we're doing something wrong. Why aren't we getting these offers? Like, what are we doing wrong, right? What's going on? I was like, look, there's nothing you can do. Your offer was not accepted. Somebody came in at a much higher rate, and it is what it is. Maybe 20% down or $5,000 more, etc. We can only do our best and put it in God's hands. But I should have spotted that because I knew in my gut, I'm like, hold on a second. This is a lack of communication right here, right? This is a lack of communication. Because in that text message, I just responded like, listen, higher offers, there's not much we can do, right? But if I had spotted that and actually called them and said, hey, let's open dialogue. What's really going on? What's on your mind? And they could have explained to me why they feel it's my fault that we're losing these multiple offers. And then I could have been like, well, let me show you how this works. It's not my decision and it's not my call, right? So that's where I went wrong. And I always like to be critical of myself first before blaming the client, because if I was really good at my job, they would have won one of those multiple offers. So I'm not upset at the client. I don't have hurt feelings or anything like that. No bridges burned, nothing like that. For me, it's just business, right? We were in a match, carry on, I carry on, right? If I have to say I made a mistake, this is where I made a mistake. And this is something I really need to work on for myself. And when I started looking for a house for myself, that's when it really clicked in my head, and I'm trying to get better at it. I treat my clients' money like it's my money, but I have no emotional attachment to that money or that property, right? So I'm a little bit more conservative with the price tags that I give them, because I don't want my clients to overpay $30,000 and then be stuck in that house for the next 8 years until the market catches up to the same height. I don't want my clients to be in that bad position, and a lot of realtors are letting their clients bid ridiculous offers on these houses, and they will never be able to sell for that price, at least in this decade, right? And so I've always, when I gave my recommendation, I'd say, hey, they're asking $295. It's probably worth around $280. It's probably going to go over ask. It's up to you for what you want to offer, right? And they'd be like, well, what do you think? I'm like, give them $300 or give them $305. I was never too crazy with it because, again, I don't want them to hate me 2 years down the road because because they overpaid for that home. So that's something I got to work on, because at the end of the day, when I'm looking for myself, I don't give a damn about overpaying, okay? I want the house I want, and that's it. That's at least for me, right? And I realize my clients are no different. They want the house they want, and they're willing to pay for it, right? As long as I can communicate like, hey, this is what it's worth, and as long as you know that you're going to be overpaying for it, if you pay a crazy amount, you'll get it, and here's that crazy amount recommendation. So maybe I got to give them more options. Like we can go 305 or we can go 315 and almost guarantee a win, right? So that's also something I did wrong. I have to stop being so conservative and so scared with my clients' money, because it's their money, right? I'm just giving them information, and then I got to take their lead on that. So that's something I can definitely work on, because maybe I could have pushed them to have much higher offers when we were putting these bids in, but I didn't want to do that, right? So something I got to work on for myself. So that being said, and now let's carry on how you deal with this. What happened afterwards during this day, right? You can't, when you get news like this, it's easy to just like wash the rest of the day. Like, oh, I lost the client, I'm stressed out, oh, get mad, blame everybody, and carry on, right? Just lose a whole day or even the next day. You can't do that. As a new agent or any type of agent, you're going to get fired. It happens. Everybody gets fired. It is what it is, right? So what I did was I just went back, concentrated on my work, because I understand it's just business. It's nothing personal. They don't hate me. They actually love me. We had great chemistry the entire time, right? So what I just did, I carried on, and then literally that same day, I was showing a house. We put an offer in $15K over ask. I was so damn persistent on it, because I was like, I will not lose another multiple offer, end up having another client leave because I can't get their offers accepted. I was so damn persistent because that client fired me, which then like put that fire in my gut, and I went and got my client this. I got his FHA offer accepted at $395. If you guys don't know how FHA loans work, the max you can go is $368. So as a seller, to have multiple offers and accept mine, I did something right, ladies and gentlemen, right? And it was a much higher price point than the buyers that left me. The buyers that left me were between $250 to $300K, almost cap. Well, this client was up to $425. So basically, that bad little situation, getting fired, resulted in me getting a almost $400,000 property under contract, which with a much more less picky client who's only been looking for 1 week, right? So big picture, it's not the end of the world, right? And I wanted to make this video to give you guys perspective while it's still fresh in my mind. And this is only the second time in my entire career this has ever happened. So if you are good at your job, if you care for people, if you do the right thing, it's very rare that you're going to get fired. I mean, you will eventually, but it's very rare. And it always looks like something like this, a text message like this where, they're being very nice, blah, blah, blah. Or you'll get a text message saying like, hey, we've decided to take our search in a different direction. That does not mean they're changing the areas they're looking in. That means they're changing the direction of which person they're working with, right? So just a little hints for everybody else out there. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I need this YouTube money. I just lost $5,000 and I need to recuperate, okay, right away. So leave your feedback in the comments. If you ever got fired, make sure you leave that in the comments. Let me know how it happened, what you could have done to prevent it, or if maybe it wasn't even your fault and you had a shady client, right? Let me know in the comments, and I will leave you with this, okay? Make sure when you're picking someone that's going to be your client, you only work with people you genuinely enjoy working with, okay? You don't want to be wasting your time with someone that you don't like and then get fired by them and then realize, all that stress they put me through wasn't even worth it. Then that's the message I'm going to leave with. Thank you again, and have yourselves a great day.